Greetings and welcome. Hi guys. Hey, this is your Gemini October Taroscope. So wherever you are viewing from around the world, sit back and relax and see what's in store for you guys for October. So 6 cards using the Morgan Greer. I will walk through how the cards are going to be designated as we go through the reading. And at the end there is a chakra card for balance and energy and uplifting as well. So Gemini, let's see what's in store for you guys. One more shuffle. The first card is how you walk into the month, and this is the King of Pentacles. The second card is hidden influences in the month. The third card is obstacles. The fourth card is the attitude of others and how they are reacting or interacting with you in the month. The fifth card is how you should act or what you should do for the month. And the fifth card is the energy card or the overall energy of the month. So let's have a look and see what's in store for you guys. I see you have the one major arcana over here, the High Priestess. You have 2 wands there together, 2 pentacles and a sword as well. You have 2 court cards, a king and a queen, and both of them pentacles. Okay Gemini, so if we start on the left hand side, which is the energy that you rock on into the month with, the King of Pentacles is often about the perspective or the dynamic of money or finances one way or another. It could also be a certain person in your life who might be an earth sign person, and he could be to a degree taking up some of your time or the directions that you are thinking of, or he is a daily person in your life such as an employer, an employee, or a partner or a family member. He's rather a nice chap to have around. He's usually quite supportive and nurturing. He's quite well adept in the realms of money and finances. He's often good for talking to on the business perspective, and obviously because he is the King of Finances or the Pentacles, he has a degree of financial stability or assets around him as well. So he could be someone that you are liaising with in the realm of financial work or creativity or borrowings or money or lending, or he could be around your career sector and that career and money and finances are on your mind. But either way, I think that for you October seems to be quite financially driven, because we also have his partner down here, the Queen of Pentacles, as your overall energy. So I would say money's on your mind is the key thing, and whether it's career related or your investments or something else to do with money, it's around. Now we come to the second card, which is the Two of Swords, and this is hidden influences. So hidden influences are usually something that is going to be beneficial to us, but we're just not entirely sure about them as yet because we can't see them. Now that card is a classic of not being able to see. She has a blindfold on across her eyes. We also note in the top left hand corner just up here there is a ecliptical looking moon behind the sword. The card generally portrays being stuck in a certain position about something and not knowing which direction to take and thinking, gosh, I have option A or B, you know, the high road or the low road, which do I take? And needing to put some sort of time and thought into it, because she's blindfolded so she can't see the outcome, but swords usually represent communication of some sort. So it could be that there is communication involved or required to be able to sort out a direction that you are wanting to choose to head in. Now this again could be career-wise, or it could be to do with degrees you are sitting, or directions you are thinking of splitting your life into. It's like, to me, there's a feeling of 2 totally separate choices coming up. And because we have wands and pentacles, it gives me the feeling of around the realm of your career or money, obtaining ideas or walkway in life. Now the other thing about the Two of Swords is, because of that ecliptical moon, sometimes, and you have got an ecliptical moon down here, with that High Priestess, there's something about the moon and the eclipses that have just been that are really resonating in your reading. So I think to a degree you will also be relying on your gut instincts and how you feel about life with your decisions you're making. They're not going to be all intellectual, which Geminis can have a tendency to do because you are that air sign, you know, one of the signs that uses the brain and analyzes or is analytical. But I think the reading is also encouraging you to take a creative stance and also that more intuitive feel into the decisions you're making, because I think you have a few decisions this month. We come to our third card, and this is the obstacles. Now he's looking back kind of into what's going on over here, and he's the Wands energy, so he is the creativity. And the Nine of Wands often refers to energies feeling as if you have been butting your head against a brick wall. It's like all of those wands in the background are standing in your way as such. You've been working hard on something and you're still not there. It's like, where is the end coming? Why can't I get across the bridge to the other side? So the obstacle is possibly still there and you need to keep moving. Perhaps you need to rearrange your creativity in a different direction to make the two A and B meet up, or to get to the other side of the bridge, but you're really close. So the obstacle should be short-lived and you should be able to resolve it one way or another. It may actually involve taking someone else's viewpoint or opinion on board, which could be helpful for you to, you know, broaden your horizons on your thought or directions that you're heading with this thing that is creating a bit of an obstacle around you. It could involve an a fire sign person, because that's what the wands represent as well. Nines do tell us that it's coming to the end of a cycle. You've got a little bit more to work through, so keep your calm, trust your gut instincts, be a bit more expansive, see beyond the wood for the trees, if you get my drift. You can't see the trees for the forest, something like that. See beyond what you're currently seeing, broaden your expansion, are the messages I keep getting. We come to the fourth card, and this is the attitudes of others around you. Now that's quite neat because we're back in that creative field again, and there's 8 of those wands now. So it's as if other people have got something to offer you, and it could come quite quickly. And there could be many people putting their hands up to either offer suggestions or new ideas or new directions. There could even be new people coming into your life that become worthy of helping to get you further on the path that you have already started or take you in this new direction. Now, this 8 of Wands is also often known as an air travel card, so whether or not there is travel involved for you in the month, which it could be with other people, or going to see other people, or there's possibly new romance as well, because these 2 cards together kind of give the feeling of heightened awareness and new beginnings, new romance and sexuality, and they're sort of parked up there together, clustered. So there's definitely money's on your mind and action. You know, when the rods turn up, or the wands, it's action, it's fiery action and passionate. So passion, money, newness, even though you've got a couple of blocks that you're working through, they're nothing major, and I think all blocks lead us to an extension of where we were initially going, which is usually better. Let's come to this 5th card, which is what you should do in the month, or how you should act or behave, and she's your only major arcana, the High Priestess. She's really rather beautiful, and again she sits with her feet there on the ecliptical moon. So 2 ecliptical moons in your reading. It does resonate back to something that has perhaps been instigated or set alight, or, you know, new energies bursting into creation for you from the ecliptical energies. Quite often this means a change in direction of how you feel, or new patterns in your life, like you might suddenly decide to get fit or change your lifestyle or get rid of some old habits or move house. That's another thing this card can be about, moving house, interestingly enough. So the High Priestess talks to us about very much our psychic abilities, connection at that realm, clairaudience, dream world and dreamscape, the things that happen in the dark of night when we're asleep, and our astral travel, things like that. She's also very much about learning to understand our spiritual journey in life, where we're headed, the connection to all that is, the greater being. For any that have a religious perspective, sometimes this is a more intense connection to your religion structure or your spiritual belief system. It's a time of gaining knowledge and understanding and awareness of your life, where you fit in the universe and what it's all about. It's also a card of sexuality and fertility. So for some, this could be conception of another human being, so a pregnancy, but also conception of new ideas and potentially, possibly new businesses as well as just sexual chemistry. We come down here to the overall energy of the month, which I've spoken briefly about. The Queen of Pentacles, again, she's like her partner, the King. She's rather warm and nurturing and voluptuous. She's intelligent. She's steady. You can utilize her as a friend or for someone who is supportive and nurturing. She often has an understanding of money or wealth, and sometimes she has that in her hands, and she could be a person who is able to help facilitate you acquiring more money one way or another. She can also be a person who hosts outings and parties and functions, so it could be a month of quite warm gregariety, and we see that with this lovely yellow through those 3 cards. So there you are, Gemini. I think you have some nice positives within the reading. The deeper you dig, the more you get into it, because often when the court cards turn up, like the Kings and Queens, they don't necessarily give us a lot of information, but I think this whole reading has really come together and become much deeper as we've infused ourselves into the meanings of the cards and the messages that have come. So anyhow, let's put these aside and finish your reading with the chakra card and see what's coming your way. Now, because Gemini, I often think of you in and around the 6th month, we will take from the 6th card down and see what comes up for you. Just another little bit of shuffling, infusing your energies into the drawer, shall we say. Okay. Ooh. Well, they fell down, but I was going to take from the 6th card down, so the throat chakra. Well, that's interesting. It's a beautiful part of the body. It's the communication center point. It's where we enable all forms of relationships in our life, including ourselves, because communication comes at every plausible level. It comes through the thought and through the mind and through the voice, as well as written and verbal communication, which we turn into words and write. So let me find the book for you and read out the words for throat chakra. Now it's card number 29. Here are the words, guys. Wide rings of harmonic sound ripple through the etheric space of deep blue from the center of Vishuddha, our throat chakra. 16 lotus petals, one for each of the 16 Sanskrit vowels, come together to house a white inverted triangle. Within it rests a perfect circle, full, clear, and luminously white. It is the full moon shining out through the night sky and beyond. Wow, you've had so many messages about the moon. Like Vishuddha, it shines through darkness, lighting the pathway of integrity. From the shadows we emerge with clarity and the will to express our individuality. We hear the song of Vishuddha echoing our inner truth. This is the message of the card. As we move our way up from the base and sacral chakras through our solar plexus and our heart, we arrive at our throat chakra with energy, power, courage, and pure creative expression ready to share. The throat chakra is our energetic vortex of sound, vibration, and communication. This card is an invitation to speak up, speak out, and to let yourself be heard. It is time for your inner voice to have an outlet. The throat chakra encourages us to communicate and express ourselves with honesty and integrity. It asks us to get in touch with our will and to bring energy and power to it through its expression. It is time to engage in open communication. Allow conversations with others to flow with ease. When it is your time to listen, listen without agenda or judgment of another. When it is your time to speak, do so with patience and calm clarity. Value your words and know that you are worthy of being listened to and heard. This card is encouragement for the celebration and expression of your creativity. Allow the natural expression of creativity to flow through you in any way it manifests. Sing, paint, write, move, dance. Just let the creative juices flow. When your throat chakra is open and balanced, you will feel the power of your expression in every cell of your body. You will have a natural inclination to express yourself to the world. Whether you channel this into physical form or simply just laugh, cry, or speak, let this manifest in full. No more holding in your expression. Let it out, and your true creative essence will flourish. Some affirmations you can utilize are: I clearly and freely speak my truth today. I am comfortable to express my feelings. I am worthy of being listened to. I love and honour the expression of my true voice. I speak to be heard. And those are some of the messages of the powerhouse of the creativity of the throat chakra. And indeed your reading resonated with that creativity, with those two wands that were in the middle of the reading, passionate ones about, opening up any blocks that were around your creativity. So I think your message really just reinitiated itself or reinstalled itself towards the end of the reading. So there we are, Gemini. I think lovely reading for you, and plenty to open up to, and make sure your voices are heard for the month ahead. Okay, so thanks for listening, everyone. Have a wonderful October ahead. Be safe, be happy. Much love. Namaste.